Yeah, all of these vitamins interact. People don't generally, and a lot of nutritionists don't seem to understand that the vitamins have interactions that benefit the functional ability of the vitamin. So you take vitamin D, you take vitamin E, you take carotenoids, the other B vitamins, and selenium and magnesium. All of these things drastically reduce autoimmune disorders. They stimulate your healthy immunity to help you resist viruses and bacteria. People that die of flu are generally immune suppressed. Normal, healthy people with good immune systems rarely die or even get seriously ill from the flu. So when you see these teenagers, for instance, in the studies on this flu, 32% of the children that died had asthma, which is an immune disorder. Other ones have multiple illnesses, diabetes, heart disease, other inflammatory immune disease.
Well, look at old folks who never get out and get sun.
Well, and they also have difficulty converting the sunlight into vitamin D, so they need to take the supplement. And it's been shown that until you get above at least 1,000 units of vitamin D3, your blood levels really don't rise. When you're in the sun for 30 minutes, you're getting about 10,000, 20,000 units of vitamin D3 manufactured.
Man, I love it. I can have a headache, be tired, go out 30 minutes in the sun in my backyard, and it's like energized. I mean, it's like a million times better than a cup of coffee. Sure. We got to let the doctor go here in just a few minutes. Mike, I hope that answered your questions. Are they pushing vaccines on you when you go in to get medical care? He dropped off. I know they are pushing it now. Andrew in Toronto, Canada, you're on the air with Dr. Blaylock.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to make a comment and tell you about a new tool I've created for the InfoWar and ask a quick question. The question, in light of all the denial, the huge level of denial everywhere, and where we are at in terms of the timing of everything, I mean, there's a lot of people that when you point them on to certain resources, they shut off when they hear about similarities to not.
I hear you. I got to jump, though. I can't get into other subjects. I want to jam in some more calls. Dr. Blaylock, what do you do when you, even as an eminent brain surgeon, neurologist, your work's all over the medical literature, trailblazing, you don't really toot your horn on so many fronts. I mean, I would imagine you run into people that are just doubting. What do you say to people that just want to take shots every year, want to be unhealthy, want to drink aspartame? What do you do? Move on to folks you can warn?
Well, that's it. It's a free country, and if you want to do it, then you just have to accept the consequences. I'll present you with the evidence if you want it. You can look at it, you can take it or leave it, and you'll pay for ignoring it. But that's the benefit of a free country, or one of the effects of a free country. The government's the one that wants to force people to do things. But if you want to eat hamburgers and French fries every day, then so be it. I've warned you. So when you have your heart attack or your stroke, then you can't say you weren't warned.
Absolutely. Let's go ahead and talk to Jeremy in Texas. Jeremy, you're on the air.
Yeah, Dr. Locke, Mr. Jones. Everything in Obamacare, everything with having to do with the vaccines is an extreme danger to life or property. And I wonder your opinion. And every time that we try to wake up somebody, it will not make the news. What if patriots across the United States begin flying the United States flag Union side down as a public display, try to wake people up?
A lot of people are doing that, and then when neighbors ask why you're doing it, you can explain it's a country in distress. That's why we've had the poster contest that we're extending entries out till next Tuesday, where people put up posters of political ideas and then videotape it. The contest is you got to videotape it and get that submission into us. And it's having a great effect. Look what we did with the Obama Joker poster nationwide. That probably made it in, conservatively, that I've seen, 60, 70, 80, probably more newspapers from Tokyo to Los Angeles, TV stations covering it. And that's just what our listeners did. So, yes, we need to somehow... Dr. Blaylock, I wanted to take medical questions for you. So many of these are on other subjects. Let's talk to Pat in Ohio. Pat, do you have a medical question for Dr. Blaylock?
Yes. Hello, Alex and Dr. Blaylock. My mom, she suffers from Alzheimer, and in the past month, she's been really regressing. And I need to know, is there any type of modern-day technology that can can help to improve her condition. And I
Exercise?
need a contact number. Well, I do exercise with her, but she's gotten to the point where she won't even eat now unless I feed her or someone feeds her. She gets into a stupor, like. And that's what I need. I need a contact number also, a telephone number.
A telephone number for who?
Dr. Blaylock.
Oh, I don't see patients any longer. Well, Alzheimer's disease is an inflammatory brain disease. It's a chronic brain inflammation. When the elderly are getting really sleepy, it means their brain is more inflamed. And as the Alzheimer patient reaches toward the end of the disease, there's a lot of loss of cells as well as connections. The only thing that I know that I generally recommend for people with Alzheimer's is drastically increase your vitamin D intake, because that's the best way to reduce your brain inflammation. Magnesium, the fish oil, all in combination.
Is your mother on magnesium and fish oil and vitamin D, ma'am?
Yeah, she sees an integrative medicine doctor, and they put on omega-3 and fish oil and a variety of stuff.
She's not drinking Diet Coke or eating...
No. She drinks just juice, mainly water, a lot of water anymore, and she doesn't drink pop, and of course she doesn't drink liquor or anything.
Is it it's not tap water, is it?
No. She's been off that.
Well, again, I'm not practicing medicine here. I'm just going from what I've heard doctors say. At a point, doctor, isn't it just the brain loss is so great that it's a downward spiral?
Yeah, when you see people who have Alzheimer's, their brain immune reaction far exceeds normal aging. And as the disease progresses, the inflammatory reaction increases, and the glutamate in the brain starts elevating, and the brain becomes more sensitive. So anything to reduce brain inflammation is the main thing. I don't want to hog my supplement, but I have the supplement for brain inflammation that you can look at on my website and see if that's something.
Oh, absolutely. Go to RussellBlaylockMD.com. It's brain lipid and brain repair, and really has all the medical science. But, ma'am, what's your mother's name? I'll ask folks to...
Ollie Collins.
Okay, well, I'll ask folks to pray for your mother. And, just look, they're getting people 35, 40 years old with Alzheimer's now. They're poisoning the hell out of us. And it's just a real shame. We got to all watch it and take care of each other to get out of this. And God bless you, ma'am. I'm sorry to hear that. Dr. Blaylock, I got to get you back on in the next month or so. We're very thankful for your time and very thankful for all you're doing. The books, the videos, the materials are all at RussellBlaylockMD.com. Thank you for spending time with us, sir.
Well, thank you, Alex, and God bless you.
God bless you. Yeah, it's painful taking phone calls like that one. I want to come back and hit a little bit on the Van Jones thing, because they're trying to tie in the 9/11 truth, and I waited to go to calls. I'll have Blaylock back and do 2 hours just with calls. And I wasn't trying to be mean to callers I hung up on, but I just can't talk about other subjects when he's on, because I'm talking about the brain right now. I wanted to bring Ted Anderson up in the next 2 minutes before we come back to the final segment, though, and because I want to explain this. Ted